a hotspot, and because I stream from the hotspot, it sometimes will drop frames or drop the stream. So I recorded just for those purposes. So this is the Making of Karateka. It is available on Steam for PC. And it normally goes for $19.99 USD. However, the Steam sale has just started. The Steam winter sale just started. And so it is currently on sale for $14.99 USD. And before we do get into this, I wanted to take the time to thank the publishers and developers of the Making of Karateka for providing us with a free copy of the game to play on tonight's stream. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. And so this is like an interactive documentary. So let's see. But yeah, this is like a documentary. And it features, of course, story about karateka and death mounts. And then if you tab over, it actually has the games on here too. So what we will do is we'll look at a little bit of chapter 1 for this. Then we'll switch over and play a bit of karateka. We'll play, because I grew up with the Commodore 64. We'll probably play the Commodore 64 version first and then show you all the remastered. And then that's gonna, pretty much wrap up stream tonight. Again, if you are in stream and you're interested in the Making of Karateka, you can use !GOTC. And if you are watching this video on YouTube, the information is going to be in the description box below. So let's jump into Death Mount. At first, Jordan wanted to create an arcade-style shooter. The lessons he learned from its rejection would inspire the creation of karateka. Okay. Dreams of stardom. Teenager programmer prodigy Jordan didn't want to wait around to get into the video game industry. Not when he had an Apple II and a dream of striking it rich. He just needed a killer idea. Okay, so this is an actual video on this particular card. So we're gonna watch the video. Introduction, playing the movies. In 1984, Broadboom released the debut game of a young developer named Jordan. Karateka would prove to be one of the most influential games of the era, inspiring a generation of designers with its many groundbreaking leaps in cinematic techniques, animation, story, characters, and music. Alright, so let's watch this.
So, this is a media mate, and it contains a bunch of 5 and a quarter.
Sorry, so I was wondering if it actually had subtitles, but it does not have subtitles. So I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more, maybe turn myself down a little bit. And we will go from there. But yeah, it didn't have subtitles, so let's see if this works out. bad. It does have
So,
captions.
This is a media mate, and it contains a bunch of 5 1/4 inch discs.
Wow.
There's a lot of classics in here, including Wolfenstein and Beyond Castle Wolfenstein, which inspired us later. And just behind that is the game, Karateka. Love it. It's so good.
I remember seeing Karateka and wanting it, and then not have enough money to buy it. But I think I saved up some money, and I eventually went back and got it. I was sold on the box artwork alone.
Wow.
Kind of told a story. I remember the illustration was really well done, and again, just kind of told a story of what that game was. And yeah, eventually I picked it up and started playing it.
When I first loaded it up, what I expected was something down the lines of Karate Champ or similar head-to-head beat-em-ups. Instead, what I got was a cinematic experience. That's what blew my mind, right? The fact that it started with, a text crawl. Right out of, which to my mind, that was right out of Star Wars, right? That cinematic experience is the thing that was just amazing, right? It was the most movie-like experience I'd ever had in a video game at that point.
It really felt like, you're a karate hero in a movie. That's fantastic.
Yeah, this game's a trip. I played it the other
All
day.
the other things feel like bleeps and bloops, and this is like, movie making. It was amazing.
Yeah, I was just very impressed by the fluidity of the animation. And the kicks look great. The punches look great.
Yeah.
They were always capped off with a little bit of a sound, a little kia. Yeah, the fluidity of the motion, I think, really set the stage for the rest of what I had consumed about that game.
The animation was cool, and that was very innovative, obviously, at the time. The process and the beginning of animation getting better and better, right? And more cinematic.
I do. I love when damsels in distress just be like, "Oh, it's there in the
Taking
world."
cues from the movie industry. But I think the story, I think the storytelling was probably one of the first. I can't think of another game at the time that had that element to it.
The characters were not little sets of pixels. They, in fact, were fully formed individuals. They had personalities. They had strengths and weaknesses. You've got to remember the level of graphics that people were doing at that time, and they were on the sophisticated side for that time.
Karateka was historically a very significant game, and it saw the future before anybody else did. Part of it was because it understood the language of cinema, that visuals mattered, that full motion mattered, that human beings and characters and characterization and storytelling and music mattered in a way that we take for granted now when we see games that are at least as complex as films.
Yeah.
A common knock against a lot of game developers today is that they want to be movie makers. But gosh, you could almost look at Karateka as sort of the original apple from the tree of knowledge there. It was really, in a lot of ways, the first game that put together fluidity of motion, cinematic shots, story arc, twists, filmic language, and pointed the way towards a marriage of film movie style storytelling and gameplay.
All right, so that was a pretty good little segment. Like, yeah, when you see me play this, because like I said, I'm gonna play the Commodore 64 version. May look at the Apple version on here tonight too, but okay, so I want to say it's Jordan Mechner, and I hate, being like that, skipping over Jordan's last name, because it's kind of, messed up. But I'll read this. We'll read the next 3 slides, and then we'll take a look at Karateka. And, okay. And we'll read the next 3 slides at least, and then we'll jump into the old school version of Karateka, you know. And then, because there's a lot on here, you know. But born in 1964, Jordan Mechner quickly developed a love of cartooning, envisioning a career in comics. That all changed when he discovered computers. By 13, he was already contributing math-heavy articles about the Apple II to Creative Computer magazine, with titles like In Search of Pi and Pascal's Triangle. What's it all about? Apple II, part of the first wave of home computers sold in 1977, the Apple II's color graphics and ease of use made it an early favorite, and the first device that introduced computers into the homes of millions of Americans. This quickly created a mass market for the video game software, open to any Apple II owner skilled enough to create some. And then that's how you... So, at the Apple II, Jordan with 2 family friends, circa 1979, sitting at the Apple II. That year, when he was 14, Jordan sold his first game to a publisher. The company Softape paid him $25 for his game called Maze, intending to put it in a collection of Apple II games on cassette tape. It does not seem that Maze was ever released. Okay. Apples and asteroids. More than anything, 14-year-old Jordan Mechner wanted an Apple II. He saved up the money he made doing caricatures at local fairs to buy one. Once he had his own computer, he immediately started creating games, including a version of a popular arcade game that was almost published. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at that.
You actually got started when you kept going to the local arcade, and you kept borrowing quarters to put in the arcade machine to do, what was it? Not Star Wars.
Space Invaders?
No.
Asteroids?
Asteroids. Yeah, you were completely addicted to asteroids. Every day you couldn't wait to go to the arcade to put some more quarters in that machine to play asteroids.
And that was 1980, so by then I was already in high school. That's pretty embarrassing if I was borrowing quarters from you.
From everybody. Yeah. But I gave you the quarters, and then you decided you had to program your own asteroids. Why leave it to the arcade? And you said, I can do this on my computer. You were caricaturing when you were 9 years old.
Wow.
The caricaturing, yeah.
That's crazy.
But you did it because you wanted to use the money to buy an Apple.
9? That's talented.
I remembered, I was 12, 13 years old. I was doing the caricatures. I was doing the Cookie magazine, my Mad magazine parody. And really, I wanted to do comics and animated films. But this was before computers came along. So I think if the Apple II hadn't been invented when it was, I probably would have just kept on making comics.
Okay, but I remember that you went to those street fairs, to those town fairs, to earn money to buy yourself an Apple computer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't know what the money was going to be for, but it was, at least in the beginning.
Yeah, but later on, you were definitely trying to save up I think you needed $900 to buy an Apple computer.
Yeah, $1,200.
$1,200.
That was the price of a 16K.
So
wow.
So to translate that
that's not too far-fetched from today.
Multiply maybe by 6. That's real money.
I knew it was all the money I had.
Yeah.
And then even after doing the caricatures,
then you borrowed from Emily
Yep.
to get for the last $100. You borrowed it from Emily. So then you started programming games. So the first one was Asteroids?
Asteroids was actually, I mean, it took a couple of years to get to that point because my first games were in BASIC. You know,
Wow.
there was a game called Breakout on the Apple II. It had colored blocks and you have a kind of a paddle. It's very simple. It's a ball bouncing and you try to knock out the blocks.
Yes, right.
And so I would look at these programs written in BASIC and try to deconstruct how they'd been done.
Mm-hmm.
And IBM had the Thomas J. Watson Research Center Explorers program. Once a week, my friend Adrian would drive me after high school
Wow.
to IBM, and like they would let us kids come in and use the computers after hours. So that's where
cool.
I first started learning how to program BASIC and APL.
I see.
And then with the Apple, it had BASIC, but it also had machine language, which was more of a mystery. It took longer to learn that.
Yeah. I remember that you did program Asteroids. You worked on that quite a while, and it was so good, such a good replica of Asteroids that
It looked
the
good.
New Jersey company bought it from you. They paid you a lot of money.
Well, maybe, I think it was $400.
That was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it was the first money that I'd earned by programming.
Yeah.
And I was keeping track of it.
It was fabulous. And you had a royalty position, and you thought you would make a lot more money from the royalty. But then they got sued, and they had to stop the whole thing. Because,
Wow, that's
it was
messed up.
too good a replica of Asteroids.
Yeah, that's right. That's almost exactly how it happened. The best-selling Apple game at that time was Space Invaders, and they sold, I don't know how many, but I figured out that if I could do that for Asteroids, that would be my ticket.
Yeah, and you were right. I mean, if they hadn't gotten sued, you would have.
If that'd been a year earlier, right, that was just about the time that Atari kind of figured out what was going on, and they sent threatening letters to all of the new game publishers saying, you can't publish copies of our games. The Asteroids never got
that was
published.
a big letdown.
Okay. So, yeah. Because I don't want to show all of it, obviously. But that was a little bit of the Chapter 1 Death Bounce on the Making of Karateka. Sorry. Again, we are playing this on Steam for PC. It normally goes for $19.99, but due to the Steam winter sale, it is actually on sale for $14.99 up to January the 4th. So if you are here in chat and you are liking what you see, go ahead and use !GOTC, and that will bring up a list of all the games that I have played this week or am playing this week, where you can get the games, what platforms they're available on. And if you are watching this on YouTube, again, you're going to want to check out the description box below the video. So as I was saying earlier, so I didn't want to show a lot of the documentary type stuff, just to be, safe, basically. So I did show like a couple of other videos, but it was interesting. This is probably one of those ones that I won't be removing from my computer immediately, because I kind of want to go through it now. So but here's the game library, and again, you get to play Karateka. So there's the Apple II Commodore version, which apparently it came out a year after the Apple version. And then there's an Atari version of this as well. And then there's the remastered. So I played the Commodore when I did my gaming clip. Let's take a look at the Apple version. And I'm actually going to play. See how good the Apple version looks. Because I grew up playing games on Commodore 64, so. High atop. Wait, does this speak? I can't remember. High atop a craggy cliff, guarded by an army of fierce warriors, stands the fortress of the evil warlord Akuma. Deep in the darkest dungeon of the castle, Akuma gloats over his lovely captive, the Princess Maroko. You are one trained in the way of karate, a karateka. Alone and unarmed, you must defeat Akuma and rescue the beautiful Maruka. For fear and self-confidence, blah, 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 blah. That is the way of the karateka. Because I missed like half of those sentences. My bad. Oh, music is good in this. In this version, music sounds better. Now she got to throw herself to the floor. Oh, it's over. It's not that deep. Okay. The blue devil? Oh, okay. Oh. Right. I also played the remaster version of this too, and I really like the remaster. Oh my goodness. That happened. Kick you in the face. He's come through our gates, sire. All right. All right, and there's going to be an ad break coming up shortly here in about 5 minutes. Again, that is why I do also record to upload to YouTube. So if at any time, oh my goodness, he one shot at me. Like what the heck? Like pow, the end. Really? Just like that, huh? Well, yeah, I guess so, huh? Just like that. Um, but that is why I do also record them. So if you want to go back and watch anything you may have missed during the stream on my YouTube, you do have that option as well. I think I have to go through all of this again. Yes, we have to go through all of that again. So. Okay. We're back at it. Second time around. But I'm wondering if that was what was supposed to have happened, though. Like, Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens. Maybe the last time I really did die. Wait a minute. Hold up. Time out. That's messed up. One of these is the punch button. But I can't remember what it is. Got him. Got him. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, stand up. Because he running towards you. You kind of want to run towards him. Just not too fast. Because last time he like rocked our jaw. Killed us. Like. Hit you in your chest. And it looks like the live stream now is in the middle of an ad break. So that was a little rough of a fight. Oh, here comes another one. Looks like his stuff's higher too. Because you gotta get the jump on him. Got him. Another one running out. Look like that one got a longer health bar. They do. Cheaters. Like, but I guess it's supposed to show that it's getting harder each time. Okay. And welcome back if you are in the chat on live stream. Welcome back. Sorry about the ad that was going through. Again, if he one-shotted me, kicked me dead in the head. What is going on with this Darth Vader one? But if you want to see anything that you may have missed, again, I do upload the videos to YouTube as well. So there is that option. But yeah, this also shows you the instruction manual for, and this is for the Apple too, so. Yes, I want to click that version. So like I said, I did the Commodore version in my gaming clip. For laughs, let's look at the Atari version just for laughs. I got to see this. Oh, look, this one opening has a actual for real opening, like music. Oh, that I like. Kind of like the Atari version. I can read that. High atop a craggy cliff guarded by an army of fierce warriors stands the fortress of the evil warlord Akuma. Deep in the darkest dungeon of the castle, Akuma gloats over his lovely captive, the Princess Maruko. Maruko. You are one trained in the way of karate, a karateka, alone and unarmed. You must defeat Akuma and rescue the beautiful Maruka. Put fear and self-concern behind you. Focus your will on your objective, accepting death as a possibility. This is the way of the karateka. Oh, wow. I mean, every time they just throw themselves to the ground. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this was Atari. So I can't imagine it really doing too much. Oh, okay. Right on, right on. Mm. Gotcha. Okay, we gotta be careful because they be like one-shotting you if you run into them too fast. Okay. Oh, and when he punch him, he like almost like he does a downward punch, and I'd be like, wow. Oh, no. At least this time we was able to fight him though, so that was cool. Um. Okay. So now I will show the remastered, and honestly, I might end up wrapping it up here relatively soon. We'll play this one, and I think I may actually call it early tonight. So, I should be able to skip that. Okay. Did I goof? Yeah, I don't know why it did that, but it looks like it. Like it won't. Okay, that was weird. Cause I was gonna skip this and welcome Dracon and do. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. We looked at a little bit of the documentary part of it, and just playing a couple of the games now. See, that ain't me though. I don't think that's me. Like, wait a minute, is it? No, I knew it wasn't. But for some odd reason, when I go to try to play it, it freezes. And welcome, Dan and Raiders. Hope you all are doing fantastic tonight. Hey, hon. Wow, you've brought friends. Hello, everyone. My name is Ready Set Gaming, or Ready Set, and I am predominantly a indie game streamer, so predominantly on my channel I stream indie games with a dash of retro and a hint of AAA. And I typically stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Oh, no problem. Starting at about 9 p.m. to about 11, usually. Depends on what games are on the card. Usually if I have 4 games, we go to 11. If I have more than that, it's usually a little longer. If it's just one game, I usually try to go for about an hour to maybe an hour and a half. So tonight we are doing a retro game showcase, and we are playing Karateka tonight. And then tomorrow I will actually be streaming at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be playing a bunch of Christmas indie games tomorrow. And that's going to be starting at 8 p.m. So it's just going to be me playing pretty much in all the indie games that I could find. So I don't want to really take up the lives. If I do, I'll take it to 3. But for some odd reason, like, it worked the other day, and I think they updated this. But it's not letting me actually play the remaster, which is weird. But again, this is the Making of Karateka. So I was just playing a couple of the older versions of the game. I was trying the remaster, but let's do Death Bounce real quick, because we're more so doing this for science to save us work, yeah. And then we'll go back to Karateka. The year is 6413. For as long as anyone can remember, the galaxy has been at peace. But one fateful day, the planet's defense system spots an anomalous array of near-Earth objects. Scientists determine that it is not a deadly meteor shower, but when it draws near, close enough to identify, their relief turns to panic. Ancient but powerful ships, known to the history only as space trains, are blasting at light speed towards Earth, transporting a cargo of planet obliteration bombs. Earth's advanced technologic defenses are useless in the face of this ancient enemy. In desperation, the Earth's government taps a top-secret, highly experimental project the Pentagon calls the Reflective Spacecraft Division. They call themselves the Death Bouncers. A single-man ship silently approaches an enemy train. Alright. And then, like I said, I'll go back since and show you guys a little bit more of the documentary part of it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because I don't know. We'll try the other one again. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So kind of a little bit like asteroids. With the moving. I like that. I didn't blow up. I just went through them and got a bonus for that. That's pretty cool. Press control. Wait, do you have to go all the way back through? Oh, I was about to say, like, that's... Like, wow, that's really pretty unforgiving. Wow, that was a... Yay! I'm opening up these left and right. But I like smoke type games, to be fair. I really like smoke type games, so... Gotcha. Dang. We got to the third one on that one. Oh. Dang, this one's calling out planes. Oh no, I think it's trying to keep it safe. Oh, we gotta be careful. We only got one left. Yeah, we only got one left. Nope, that was there. Looks like it's either taking us back or that was... Bravely, you battled through the enemy's strongest defenses and destroyed one train. Okay. When the brutal onslaught finally overcame you, You had no choice but to eject, speeding away from the galaxy as the remaining trains collided into planet Earth. Well, we can't all be heroes. That's messed up. Congratulations, your score is one of the top. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that was, it let me play the reimagined form of Death Bounce, but I couldn't get Karateka, the remaster, to play. I'm going to try it again and see. Because I did that. There we go. Okay. So this is the remaster version of Karateka. Looks good. And again, we are actually taking a look at the interactive documentary, The Making of Karateka. I'll never get over her just falling out like this, though. And then the music. 10 out of 10 on the music, man. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me see. I could have sworn. Okay, it's X in the remaster version. I mean, I ain't want him running up on me though. Second level. You gotta be careful. Victory under 15 seconds. Catch these hands. Go back out there and deal with it. Yeah, right away, sir. Here we go. Whoopa. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, I walked right into my man's face. Oh, that's our lives. Wait, come on out, bro. What are you doing? I see you. I mean, do my body gotta really be laying there right there like that though? Got you first. Oh, I completed Act 1. Okay, here's Act 2. I'm not 100% sure how many. Oh, no, he didn't just kick me in the gut. Like, yeah. Dang it. Oh, yeah. No, I don't think you can with this one. Never mind. The other ones you can, but I don't think you can with this one. You can actually save. Okay, well, you know, again, we all can't be heroes. Dang. Our last life. The end. Okay. So let's see if it'll let me exit out. Okay. So that's the game library. And so again, you just kind of, to get there, you would hit tab. We looked at a little bit of chapter 1 for this because a lot of you guys came in a little late with the rates. I'll show a little bit of this and then we will wrap it up. So we watched that, and so it says on the dotted line, since there were few official Apple II versions of popular arcade games, clones like the one Jordan created could be quite lucrative. Hayden Software, publisher of the popular chess game Saragon, gave 16-year-old Jordan a $750 advance and a 15% royalty for his asteroid. His father, Francis, had to co-sign the contract. And so this is the agreement. So that's the agreement. That he got. Jordan's Asteroid game went through several title changes. First, it was Asteroid Belt. By the time of this prototype version in 1981, it was Asteroid Blaster. In this version, the graphics were still highly reminiscent of the arcade game on which it was unofficially based. So, you can zoom in to kind of look at it. And then it looks like it says you can play it by hitting the, so you can actually play and look and see. Oh, wow. Yeah, that, wow. So, wow. I was never really good at asteroids, I will tell you that. Wow. So there's that. So we played a little bit of that. Jordan Mechner, Yale man. In the fall of 1981, when he was 17, Jordan entered Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut, a few hours train ride away from his family home in Chappaqua, New York. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, though. There he started taking karate classes and joined the Film Society. By the end of 1981, Hayden still had not published Jordan's game and was requesting that he make further changes to make it less similar to the arcade game on which it was originally based. This included more title changes, first to Space Rocks, then to Star Blaster. So, again, you can actually play Star Blaster. And then we will probably actually get ready to wrap it up. I'm like, the only thing is strange. You can't move out of the way. Or at least I haven't figured out how. You know what? I say that. Oh, this doesn't have, because I get it. Why would it have a manual when this was like a prototype? Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. Jordan, the journaler. At the beginning of his second semester at Yale, Jordan began keeping a daily journal. He kept this up all throughout his college career and beyond, meticulously documenting the development of his early Apple II games. Alrighty. But again, if you would like to learn more about the making of Karateka, again, you can go ahead if you're in chat and use !GOTC, and that's going to bring up a list of all of the games that I am playing this week, the platforms they're available on. If you are actually watching this video, this long video, on YouTube, the information for the making of Karateka will be in the description box below. Again, this is available on Steam for PC. It normally goes for $19.99 USD, but is currently on sale through the Steam winter sale up until January the 4th, for $14.99 USD. And again, I'd like to take the time to thank the developer and publisher of the Making of Karateka for providing me with a free copy of the game to play on tonight's stream.